This video is praxis driven. Find out more at praxisgroup.com. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and we're here today with a little DCS. We're going to be taking out the TF51D. This is the training variant of the P-51 Mustang. It is also the only free, fully clickable plane available, aircraft for that matter, available in DCS, which is why if you barely play DCS or you considered checking it out after this video, this is the plane to go ahead and fly. There's some really simple tutorials out there on the internet on how to get this thing started. You can also do a hot start and just fly the damn thing, but it's a lot of fun to fly and it's completely free, and this cockpit is glorious. Look at it. I love the P-51 Mustang. I love old World War II, World War I fighter planes. And this is as good as it gets. If I ever, at some point in my life, can afford to get my pilot's license, I'm finding one of these and I'm paying someone as much as I need to fly the damn thing because it is awesome. But luckily for me, we can do it in DCS with no actual threat to our own life. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to take off and we're going to try and land it at the exact same runway. Now, this instant action that we're playing technically wants us to fly to another airport, but my navigational skills in DCS are null. So therefore, we're just gonna stay at home base and try and land this thing. There's a good chance that we might land it in several thousand pieces, but we'll have to see how that goes. I'm slightly confident in my abilities, so you never know. Now, I've already got everything clicked here. We're all good to go on this. Just for the starter procedure, I've got everything here. We're gonna close this cockpit just a little bit, not too much, because we do need to hear the engine turn over so we know when to hit flip the ignition and the fuel system. That's a very important part of starting this plane, which is why I think I enjoy starting it so much. It's like getting an old mini bike started. It's like, alright, you pull the cord, I got the choke, I'm gonna get ready to change that, and then I'm gonna blow into the gas tank to get the fuel running. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and do this. Actually, one more thing before we go ahead and take off. I should mention is that you guys may have saw after my intro, there was the Praxis intro. Any video that I consider Praxis driven, that can mean it's a game that we're playing currently in Praxis, the footage is actually from a Praxis event, or it features Praxis members. Basically, I want to make sure that I use that intro with anything that involves Praxis to help get the word out about Praxis. It's a community that I'm a big part of, and I really want to see it grow. And if you guys haven't already checked it out, make sure to go ahead and do so. I'll have a link down in the comments section below. Let's go ahead and start this thing. Prime the fuel system. Priming fuel system, sir. As if this is multi-crew ship here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and turn that engine over. Once it sputters, we're gonna hit the ignition and then hit the fuel. There we go. Up and running, let's throttle back down. And let's take off, shall we? Shall we, my friends? We're gonna taxi over the runway here as best as we possibly can. Did I put flaps up? I'm just thinking, did I put the flaps up? Okay, flaps are up. It's always good to forget about something really important like flaps up as you're about to take off. Let's close the cockpit there, get a little bit of this noise out of the way so I can talk here. Now, big thing actually for DCS, I mean, I know, like I said, I'm not this huge DCS fanatic. It's not like the only game that I play here, but I do like to pick it up from time to time, and I wish I had more time to spend with it. A bunch of us from Praxis, actually a small group of us from Praxis. May has been going on. That's a Praxis-driven DCS event, but a smaller group of us, myself, Phineas, and Sunder, we're thinking about getting in these things and doing a sort of World War II mission. That'd be really fun. I hope we can make that happen down the line, but let's take off, shall we? Throttle forward. Use that rudder to keep the plane in the middle of the runway. Increase throttle a little bit more. Plane's gonna start to go light, and we have liftoff. Bank softly to the left here. Let's get the landing gear up. Level off the plane. We don't want to overheat the engine. I've done that before. The engine will then stall and we will not have any chance of coming back for a landing. Let's put it that way. So we're going to go out as far as we can to try and give ourselves some distance so we can literally, we're just going to pretty much fly out, do a loop, come back, land this thing. We might throw a barrel roll in at some point during this video. I know people would be very unhappy if I didn't do a barrel roll. What a glorious plane to fly, and we can actually open up the cockpit here just a little bit. It's gonna get louder, but honestly, if I could fly one of these things in real life, I would fly with the cockpit open. Just because, just for, I mean, that's just, what a feeling that has to be. Flight, man. Thank goodness for the Wright brothers. Alright, as you can see, as I said, this is the trainer variant, so we do have that second seat back there. And speaking of second seat and multi-crew ships, DCS 2 was recently announced, right? They're going to be using a brand new engine. It's going to allow them to do a lot of things that they weren't able to do with the game previously. And I think my keyboard has stopped working. Oh, you know what it is? I'm going too fast. I got to lower my airspeed here to close the cockpit. That's my problem. There we go, there we go. See, I know some things about this plane. Not that much, but some things. Let's start and bring in a turn here. Increase throttle again. Oh yeah, DCS 2, so they're switching to a brand new engine. They're basically making a sequel to DCS. They're going to be able to do a lot of things that they weren't able to do with this old engine. And one of those things is multi-crew ships. 2 people in a Huey. 2 people in the TF1 trainer here. I mean, just imagine that. Maybe they'll go really crazy and we'll have something like a B-51 bomber with, like, you know, fully manned aircraft. People in the ball turret and stuff. Oh, that'd be so, so cool. So that's kind of exciting. I mean, for a lot of people who are not really heavily in DCS like me, it's kind of like, okay, I'm not going to buy any more planes in this version now until DCS 2 comes out. But the good thing is that I have the free planes and I have the A-10. I have the A-10C, the paid version of that. And, I mean, I don't know how to fly any of those, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, we are not going to be landing like that. We need to bank away and come back. We've got not nearly enough distance between ourselves and the runway to make a proper landing procedure here. I don't actually know what I'm talking about, by the way, either. I've been flying this plane for all of 40 to 50 minutes, maybe. So this is all kind of just guesswork here. I've looked at some numbers, but I haven't paid attention and I haven't respected any of those numbers in terms of flight speed or any of that stuff, so it is what it is. I think the really cool thing, though, about DCS, especially with old planes, is that you're experiencing a part of history that no one during the time of World War II, when this plane launched, you know, that era, ever thought someone would be able to play a virtual game with a fully, you know, reimagined cockpit of this plane, to learn everything there is to learn about it, and how to fly it, and what you would do in a dive situation or in a climbing situation. I mean, that's really special. Video games often have those moments where it's like, that's really special. And I think DCS, not just with the old planes, but with the modern stuff as well, really captures that in a really big way. So that's really cool. Alright, let's start to get low here. I'm gonna descend. Cut our airspeed by about half, I would say. There is a limit to when we should be lowering flaps. I don't know what that limit is. I'm gonna assume it's right here. We're gonna lower flaps and then watch them get like torn off in the wind. Yes, I know. Flaps are not fully down. That is a problem. There we go. Flaps down. We need to start descending. Luckily, this runway is very, very long. We should have been descending this whole time, but I didn't have the stick pulled forward. Putting the gear down. Nose up. We gotta come in very softly. It's a bounce, that's a bounce. Bounces are bad, bounces are bad. Let's get it down, let's get it down. Steady. Steady, steady, come on. You can do this. Yeah, kill the throttle. I don't know what the air brake is, but we need to deploy it right now. It's the red lever, right? No, that's actually the canopy release. I do know what that is. I'm not gonna pull it. It's alright, we're coming in for a landing here. We're gonna do just fine. Peek over the side here, see what's going on down the road. I think we're alright. Yeah, just bring her in, bring her in. There we go, there we go. Oh, yep, I had a feeling I was gonna do that. Last second drift, it didn't go well. We may have blacked out. This is fitting, you know, I couldn't actually just land the damn thing and bring it to a stop. I had to do something stupid like that. Let's just eject the top while we're at it and kill ourselves. Everything's on fire. It wouldn't be a proper ending to a DCS video if I didn't kill myself in some way. I'm actually really pissed about that. You don't know how pissed I actually am. Because of how many times I've tried to land this plane and record this video, and the one time I get it right, I make a stupid error. Like thinking I can just turn the plane at like 40 miles an hour and drift it around a corner. Well, I hope someone got a laugh out of that. Let's go back to briefing there. Oh god, alright, so yeah. The TF51D, the trainer variant of the P51 Mustang. It's completely free in DCS. I strongly recommend you check it out. Those of you DCS noobs out there like myself, it's a lot of fun to fly, and it's very simple startup procedure. You didn't see me, but you click maybe a total of 8 switches, and really the only difficult thing is actually getting the starting of the plane down, but again, it's not that complex, and it's a really fun plane to fly. It's a small plane, so you feel a lot of the, you know, the tendencies, you feel the air, everything is tossing the plane around, and I actually think it's a good plane to start learning how to land in, because it's not like a jet. It's not crazy. But it's still a very difficult plane to land if you're a noob like myself. Either way, I had a lot of fun with this plane. It's really why I wanted to make this video, just to kind of demonstrate it to you guys, show it off, and again, kind of give a plug there to Praxis Group. If you guys aren't aware of what Praxis Group it is, it's a gaming community, a brotherhood of gamers, brotherhood and sisterhood. We don't really have any girls in there, but if you're welcome to join. There's no discrimination against anyone in Praxis. If you just want to come and have a good time playing games and you're over the age of 18, 18 plus, 18 or older, you are more than welcome to go ahead and put an application in. I will once again have a link down in the comment section below. Next video, guys, it's actually going to be another flight related video. We're going to be playing some more Star Citizen over the next couple days. I've also got Wolfenstein coming up. I've been playing the Old Blood. A lot of really great stuff moving forward into the week. If you guys have any questions regarding DCS or regarding my failure in the TF51D, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next one.